Hello, beautiful souls. So today we're outside on my little side garden. So there you go. I'm not quite sure what you can see, but I just absolutely had to be outside. I am tired of complaining about the weather. I'm tired of complaining about most of anything. Yes. And so it's time to shapeshift. Hey Meg, good to see you. So how do you do that? Well, first of all, you throw off some of the ideas that are binding you. You know, we all, pardon me. Oh, my tea is in the bird bath. Yes, happy Monday. Congratulations to all of you folks who have a willingness and a desire to have a job. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the hard work that you put in. And I have another appreciation. My other appreciation is that in 2 months, it'll be 25 years since I quit my day job because authentically I couldn't do what was being asked of me. And so I needed to find a new way to be. So I shapeshifted from being an employee. So if I don't say hi to you, it's because I don't have my glasses on and because I just didn't want to stop the sun from being in my eyes. So Vicky, hey, how are you? So it's time for all of us to stand up, to be, I'm going to bend over now that I said stand up because I'm going to grab my drum. Hang on. So life presents us a lot of opportunities. The opportunity to shapeshift. You know, you've done it thousands of times in your life. You've changed. As a matter of fact, every day you're not the person you were the day before. Something like 300 billion cells have been recreated, died, and rebirthed. And when we take that same information from one day into the next day, well, we're reproducing what we had before. And is that what we want to be doing? Just 1 second. You know, I'm looking at the things that I'm eating, and cream in my tea seems to clog up my throat. So it's time for a shift there. These little things that we do, and we do them every day. Thanks for the love. Because one day I love coffee. The next day I'm not so interested in coffee. So each day, according to Deepak Chopra, is a clean slate. Hi, Donna. And yet, we don't live that truth. We don't live like, oh, today I'm free of everything that was binding me yesterday. We don't live like that. We lived bound to a past that didn't serve us in a lot of ways. We've kept what did, tossed out most of the other, and if you haven't, let's do it before the 21st of June. Let's get that spring cleaning done. Let's take all of the old that isn't serving. Julie. So earlier today, I was talking about feeling angry. know, I got on last week and I was like, this is effed up. And I still have this bubble of anger. Well, what I know from decades of shamanic work is that that's just a layer. Hi, Joni. The anger is just a layer. Underneath the anger and rage is grief and sorrow. And you know what? It's easier to feel angry than all of that grief and sorrow. So today, let's shapeshift that. Let's shapeshift ourselves to today, June the 6th, 2022. I asked, how do I transmute that anger into compassionate action? And I did a journey. And on the journey, I was shown a mountain. Not a really, really high mountain. More like what I would call a hill, maybe 3,000 feet. And I was shown a pathway. And it went around and around and around and around and around that mountain, spiraling up the mountain. And they said, you know, you've talked about that, how you're always spiraling in and spiraling out. But there's another way. And they showed me. Sailors and sailboats use it. You tack. First you go this way, then you go that way, then you go this way. Ever climbing the hill. It's not a straight up, it's not a spiral. And then, hey Hector, then they showed me at the top through the zigzag. Like, you did it. And then it was like, yeah, but I'm all alone. So they showed me going down the zigzag and stopping every time the spiral went past and saying, there's another way and I can show you. And some continued the longer spiral path, and some decided to zigzag up. Everyone gets there. We all get to the top of the mountain. What's your style in getting there? So the meaning I took from that is that a lot of y'all don't know what I do. And so I was told to tell you what I do. So I help you bring lost soul parts home. I help you integrate those soul parts so you no longer feel like something is missing from your life. You no longer feel depressed because the soul parts that come back bring energy and fun and joy because they split off just before the trauma, so they don't know about it. So when they come back, they're like my favorite Tigger. They're bouncy, they're bubbly, they're vivacious. They bring you joy and laughter and playfulness because you grow them up the way you would have wanted to be grown up. And from that place of taking care of these soul parts in a loving, compassionate way that you would have loved, They snuggle up, they integrate right into you. And in the meanwhile, you have the joy, the laughter, the playfulness of getting coloring books and going to the park and wearing your hair in weird ways. Because your soul parts have desires. They want ice cream. They want to color. They want you to do different things with your hair. It's all part of the integration of your soul parts. It's a beautiful process. So if you've been feeling lost and alone, maybe you've got long-term depression, or you know someone like that, then put them in touch with me. Because bringing your soul parts back home is one of the most joyous things that I've ever done in my life. And doing it through a shamanic journey is very powerful and very potent. And you, all of you, can learn to do a shamanic journey. I've never met anyone who couldn't journey. So, which reminds me, today my Facebook post is a journey. So read the Facebook post from today. And let's get you in touch with all of you. All right, let's drum. When I was getting ready to come outside and drum, there was a raccoon and there was a cat, and they weren't like simpatico, cozy up next, but they really honored one another. There wasn't any hissing, there was none of that, because you know what? They knew that they were going to get fed. And when you know that you'll be nourished and nurtured, you don't have to hiss, you don't have to be angry. You can just rest assured. I got to tell you, this part is not easy. The resting assured is not easy. When things are shaky, when you are caught up in the snooze and all of that, it's not easy to rest assured that Spirit has got your back and your front and your side and your top and your bottom and your everything. But it's one of the most beautiful ways to calm yourself down, is to take a shamanic journey. And on the 24th, 25th, 26th of June, you can do that with me. You can join me for Wild Retreat, Women Igniting Long Forgotten Dreams, where we'll reignite your dreams, we'll rekindle your spirit, we'll journey and do a sound bath, and we'll do this all together just after solstice. So clear your clutter. And join me for Wild Women Retreat. All right, love and above. All right, and let's bring it home. I'm much better bringing it home with my right hand than my left hand. So if you don't know, if you haven't been watching me for a while, what I did last year was I decided that I would switch hands. I would teach myself how to drum left-handed. And so that's what I did over the course of the year. But there's still some little places like drumming at the very end that I'm not as proficient on one side as the other, because I'm right-handed. I've been drumming right-handed for most of my life. And so when you learn something new, you're not going to be super at it right out of the gate. The beautiful part about life is every day we get to practice, because every day we're not the person we were yesterday. So if you wake up and you have those thoughts dribbling into your mind upon waking, and I've been noticing that in the last few days. So if you have that, then just envision a clean white sheet of paper in front of your eyes. And remember that we start fresh every day. So cheers, and let's give away some love so we can get some. Okay, so energize your hands, and please, if you live anywhere close to me, get outside and just soak up the rays. 20 minutes a day, no matter if it's pouring rain or not, will lift depression. It's an anti-anxiety. It's really good for you. And so pop yourself outside. All right, energize your hands. Place your hands on your heart. Nice. Take a nice deep breath. And here we go. I open freely to give, accept, and embrace all that the universe has for me. One more time. I open freely to give it away, give it away, give it away. Embrace. Nope, that's not next. We have to accept it first. We can't embrace something that we're not willing to accept. Okay, so now we're going to accept it, and now we're going to embrace it into our bodies. All that love that the universe has for us. One last time. I open freely to give, accept, and embrace all that the universe has for me. Namaste, aho, bliss, and just in case no one has told you so far today, you are amazing. Thank you for all that love. I appreciate it. And thank you for being in the sun with me. Oh, so beautiful. It's so life-giving. I love you all back. Bye-bye. Have a fabulous day.